and welcome to another episode of A Taste of Thirwood Place here at Thirwood Place. I'm with Chef John Payne, Larry Lyford, and we're in our bistro here at Thirwood Place. Thirwood Place is Cape Cod's premier active senior living community. This is our monthly cooking show, and we're sharing recipes of the things that we like to cook for our residents and some of their favorites and some things that will be coming down the pike for them as well that they don't even know about.
Yes, sir.
Today, we're going to do chicken two ways the same. Two ways the same, we say.
Yes,
what does that mean?
Well, they're going to be chicken two ways the same.
Two ways the same.
We're going to demonstrate how to break down a whole chicken, and then we're going to prepare the same meal two separate ways. Alike, but preparation is different.
Mm-hmm.
And so first, I'm going to just go right ahead and start to butcher this chicken. Very easy to do, but again, you don't have to do it. You can go to Stop and Shop or Shaw's or any of your local markets and find them already cut. So we're going to do this by splitting the back open like this along the breastbone and follow down on the back side on the wishbone.
Yeah.
And then the rest of this is pretty much done by hand. You can just slide your fingers through like that. We are now going to break the knuckle of the wing off so I can cut through that.
What kind of knife are you using?
This is a nice sharp boning knife.
Boning knife, okay.
And then again on this side, we break that knuckle off. You could hear it pop.
Yep.
So you can slide your knife right through.
Nice.
And here we now have the chicken in half, semi-boneless. I'm going to go ahead, take the wing off, separate like that.
Yep.
And again, I'm going to take the thigh off. What you can cut right through there is just a piece of skin. And now I have this all separated. We can take the leg bone and the thigh, and you can cut through right at the joint again. You have your drumstick now. You've got your wing out here. And I got this thigh with a bone in it. I can make this a boneless chicken thigh simply by running the knife around the edge of the thigh bone, come through and under with your knife, and take out that one leg bone.
Yep.
Now you have a boneless thigh right here. If you want to, very easily, take the skin right off.
Yep.
And you have a nice skinless thigh right here, great for grilling or stewing, anything like that.
That's my favorite piece of the chicken right there.
Nice and tender.
Yeah, and the meat is just delicious. Very different from the breast meat.
Yeah.
Yep.
So on this breast, tenderloin is this part right here. Normally, if you left the wing joint on like I cut it off, you can make a little Statler breast, which is just a boneless breast with a wing joint still attached. We will prepare that one today also.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to go forward, and we're going to make chicken piccata.
Nice.
So we want to make this boneless. We're going to take this skin right off. I mean skinless. It's already boneless. So we've trimmed that up. And now we have this beautiful breast of chicken right here. Excuse me. And I'm going to slice it now. And we're going to end up pounding it out so all the pieces are the same thickness and they'll cook evenly. And I like to cut them at a slight angle like this, making like a chicken cutlet.
Mm-hmm.
You can see, Larry, how sharp that knife is. It just slides right through that chicken.
Yeah, and it looks like you're making about half-inch cuts.
Exactly.
Yep.
So we have some beautiful pieces of chicken cutlet here. And the tenderloin is also very nice to have. So what we're going to do here is we're going to select our best pieces for the show. We'll keep the tenderloin. And what I have with me is some plastic wrap, which we'll set out here, and we'll place our chicken cutlets inside. And we'll cover with another piece.
Okay.
And we have a little kitchen mallet here. We're going to lightly pound these out just so they're all the same thickness. Like so.
Chef, could you pass me the hen weigh?
What's a hen weigh?
5 to 8 pounds.
Very funny, Larry. So if you're doing lots of these for a big group, you can keep your plastic wrap on. It's kind of like we do in the kitchen. We're making 50, 60 pieces. We'll just fold this up and keep on pounding them until we get them all done together. And next we're going to bread them. And I use a little olive oil. I don't use eggs and flour like the old-fashioned way. I'm just using a little bit of olive oil. I'm taking my cutlet. I'm just going to lightly moisten it. And I have in this pan here some fine breadcrumbs with grated Parmesan cheese. About 50-50 mixture. And I'm just going to press that onto my chicken cutlet on both sides. What this does, it's going to allow the cutlet to get a little crispy and hold the sauce when we're cooking it after we address the sauce to the chicken. Same with these two. Like so.
Nice.
Next we're going to saute our chicken. Need a nice saute pan. I don't use Teflon with this dish. I'll use a regular steel pan. It helps make the sauce emulsify better.
To get our wine ready, Chef, we're gonna pair this today with a little Pinot Grigio.
I'm going to take my board, flip it over so I have a nice clean cutting surface. Oh, it was clean. Okay, I'm going to saute the chicken in a little bit of clarified butter. You could use olive oil or a salad oil. I prefer the clarified butter for the flavor. And get that pan about medium high.
Mm-hmm.
We want to get a quick sear, but we don't want to burn it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can hear that sizzling already. And we'll take our cutlets. I'm going to lay them in here. I'm going to go about 2 or 3 minutes on the first side, and maybe only a minute or so on the second side because it's already started to cook through.
Yeah. Yeah. Will it finish in the sauce that you make as well?
No,
Or
this dish, if you were to cook them a little bit medium-ish,
Yeah.
you can put them on a sizzle platter or aluminum pie tin, cover with foil, put them in your oven, a preheated oven,
Gotcha.
300 to hold while you make the sauce.
Mhm.
The sauce is made in the pan to put onto the chicken.
In the same pan. Yep.
Meanwhile, I'm going to take this pan over here and add a little water to it. And in that pan, we're going to add some of our angel hair pasta, which is going to go with our dishes today. This is pre-cooked pasta. We're just going to reheat it with a little water and some butter.
Okay.
Now, chicken piccata, I make like everybody does. Most of it's lemon
Mm-hmm.
and capers and butter. It's pretty much the main ingredients.
Right.
I add a little chicken stock, and I'm going to add a little shallots
Mm-hmm.
and chopped garlic to this dish as well.
Nice.
You can make it without the chicken stock,
Mm-hmm.
but it tends to be a little bit more buttery and has a chance of separating.
Mm-hmm.
The chicken stock will help make the emulsification come together better.
Okay. The last time I made it at home, I had so much sauce left over. I mistakenly made too much, and so I froze it, and I pulled it out when I wanted to bake a nice piece of fish.
Sure.
I had cod piccata.
Nice. Very
Yeah.
nice. Yep. Sometimes if you reheat the sauce and it starts to separate, a little water whisked in will help bring it right back.
Okay.
It's getting a little dry, so I'm going to add a little bit more butter here.
And I know they can't smell this, but it smells delicious.
So on the chicken airline breast that I was talking about earlier. It's a whole breast of chicken, which we did a little bit earlier. It's the same breast that I cut off, but we left the leg joint on it.
Yeah.
I seasoned it with some Montreal seasoning, chicken flavor, pan-seared it, flipped it over, and finished it in the oven.
Nice.
So this is a whole breast of chicken, not breaded.
Right.
So we have a nice color coming here. It does smell really good.
It does.
And so what we'll do here is when we finish sauteing the cutlets, we'll also set them on a pie tin or the sizzle platter.
Yep.
And I will tent them with tin foil, keep them nice and warm while we finish the sauce.
Okay.
I'm going to change my gloves. Now that the raw chicken is done, we're going to prepare the rest of the meal. So this is heating up nicely with just a little bit of water in the pan.
Yep.
Pasta's already cooked, like I said. This is just a little bit of whole butter we're adding to keep it nice and velvety. Shines it up nice and obviously has a lot of flavor.
Yep.
And these are just about ready.
Yeah, they do cook pretty quick.
Quite quickly. It's
Yep.
a nice summer dish. You can cook it in 5-10 minutes. You can have dinner on the table.
Yep.
So these cutlets I'm going to set here on the sizzle platter like this. And I will tent them with foil. That will keep them nice and warm, and if they're a little underdone, it'll continue to cook the chicken. Like so.
This is where the magic's going to happen.
Now we have a lot of this burnt crumbs or heavily browned crumbs. I'm going to take some of that out
Yep.
with a little paper towel, but not everything. I like some of the rendering because this is going to give us a lot of flavor.
Right.
I'm going to come back here. We're going to add a little bit of butter real quick. And Larry, if you could assist me with the white wine.
You gotcha.
And add some butter.
We're going
A
to
little bit of
use.
shallots.
We're using Chardonnay, right?
Touch of garlic. Yes, sir. A quick saute. We do not want to brown the garlic, so we come real quick with the white wine. Very nice. Turn that on high. And what we want to do is cook out the alcohol from the wine, reduce it down, intensify the flavor of the wine. And when that comes down a little bit, while it's cooking, I'll use my tongs to loosen up these little bits and fragments of that chicken that was left behind. And it's all, I mean, this is already a good sauce.
It smells delicious.
So that's reducing rather quickly, which is nice.
Yep.
Here I have some of my chicken stock, reduced way down to like a demi-glaze style. We're going to add just a couple, 3 tablespoons of this in here. This is going to help us get the emulsification we're looking for and add a bundle of flavor.
Okay.
Now, no piccata would be great without the actual ingredients we need. Fresh squeezed lime juice. I'm going to say that was probably a half of a lime, maybe a little bit more than a half a lime. I have some capers here. We're going to add those right into the pan. Swirl that around. You can already see it starting to become a sauce. Little pinch of salt and pepper mix. This pan here. Oh, here it is. Almost lost my butter. I'm going to add a little green veg to our plate today. Have some nice fresh cooked broccoli here.
Yep. Has that been blanched?
It's been blanched in salted water and cooled, and we're just going to reheat it right now. Okay, we've got a nice reduction here. Turn off the heat. And we're going to whisk in our butter chips to form the emulsification for the chicken piccata. And this is important to just, now we're just going to swirl and swirl away. And that'll all come together really nicely.
Nice.
If you kept this on the flame, it would separate, Larry.
It would, okay.
You know, get all oily looking, but now you can see we have a nice emulsification.
Yep.
And you keep going until the last little butter chip has disappeared, and then
Yep.
it's good to just sit like that. The broccoli heats up right quickly. Okay, now, yes sir, that's what we need is a little plate. Here I have our pasta. I'm going to add a little bit of chopped parsley to it. Nice color, and just to keep it from being so white on the plate.
Yep.
Like so. Broccoli's done. While this was sitting, all these beautiful juices came out. We're going to add that right to our sauce.
Nice.
So I have, this is our Statler breast of chicken, whole pan seared. And now we have our cutlet, like so.
Nice.
Add our broccoli florets.
Nice.
And then we're going to come in with our sauce. I'll just spoon that over like that. With this little crumb mixture on the chicken, it holds the sauce nicely.
As well as the...
As well as the Statler breast.
Yep.
You can let a little spill over onto your pasta.
Looks delicious.
And there you have it. We have chicken two ways, but the same. Parsley on there. Whip the plate, and we're good to go.
Great. Looks good.
Are we ready to try it, Larry?
I think we are.
Let's get in.
Let's do it.
Let's dig in.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah. I want the sauce.
Beautiful. Very nice.
The sauce is delicious.
Not too much lemon. Just perfect.
Yep. For you?
Thank you.
For me?
Salute.
Thank you, Chef.
Bon appetit.
Chicken two ways, the same. For recipes like this, you can go to our website, and under the dining tab, you'll see a Taste of Thirwood place. So please check out our website, follow us on Facebook, and thank you for joining us today. Another great show, Chef, and
Absolutely.
next month we'll have something completely different.
Excellent. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.